Hey everyone, it's Anne Manera and welcome to another color along from Color Along Variety Coloring Book Volume 18. We're still continuing on with this coloring book. We only have a few more weeks left and then we'll be starting Color Along Variety Book Volume 19 on August 1st. And I have to say there'll be some changes to the color alongs and they're only just going to get better because we are going to be coloring not just once a week but twice a week. So new videos will post on my YouTube channel at 10 a.m. Eastern Time on Mondays and Thursdays each week. So Mondays and Thursdays, you'll see a new color along coloring tutorial that'll post on my YouTube channel. So we're going to get started with this page today, and today's topic is layering colors. Now, we're going to be using, or I'm going to be using, you can use any medium you would like, but I'm using Stabilo Chalk Pastels, and we're going to layer the colors so that they mix to create a new color. So let's get started, and as I'm coloring, we can chat and we can get right down to business about everything that we need to talk about. So the first thing I'm going to do is use this red color that's part of the chalk pastels, and of course you can use any brand you would like, but what I'm going to do is just I think General makes a good brand, a good chalk pastel coloring pencil. I'm just going to color this whole area of this flower with this red color, and then I'm going to take my yellow and I'm going to go on top of this reddish, this is really almost a reddish orange, but I'm going to go on top of this color with some yellow, and when we mix yellow and red together, it'll make orange. So because this is already a deep orange color, deep reddish orange, it'll really make it a yellowy orange, I guess, right? So see how that's just kind of working out? It's also blending within itself as we layer the colors on top of one another. So this is similar to blending colors, I guess, but what we're doing is simply, or is really layering that color one on top of the other. I'm just going to kind of blow off the dust. You just need to kind of be mindful of where you place your hand when you're using this type of these types of pencils, or pastel pencil. All right, let's see. Let's do one in a light blue color. This is, they don't have names, so this is just what you see is what you get. So let's talk about, first of all, subscribing to my YouTube channel. So I hope that you can take a moment to subscribe to my YouTube channel and to give this video a like so that YouTube will know to show it out to the rest of the world because so many people like it. And don't forget to hit that bell so you are notified every time I post a new video. New color along tutorial videos, like I said, post every Thursday at, I'm going to take a darker blue next, at 10 a.m. And starting on August 1st, it'll be on Mondays and Thursdays at 10 a.m. So I'm excited about that. I hope you can have a chance to get that book. The link to the Color Along Volume 19 book is in this video. It's also available on Amazon worldwide. You can just kind of do a search for Color Along Variety Book Volume 19 by Anne Manera, and you'll be able to find that pretty easily. So, and as far as what I'm using for any of the videos, any of these color along tutorials, anything can be found in my Amazon influencer shop, and you can take a look at that, at the link for that in the description of this video also. And every time someone purchases something through that link, I do make a small commission. So I just have to say that. Get that out of the way, right? This is kind of a burgundy color. Now, I'm coloring right in the book, so that makes a difference, too, when you're using chalk pastels. Let me see if I can use this beige color. I'm just going to get my friend's color to come over here. And I'm going to go on top of this color here, which is really kind of making it like a dulled down burgundy. Let's get Scarlett to lay down. Scarlett, why don't you sit down, sweetheart, okay? Come on, lay down. Lay down. Lay down, babe. There you go. Do you have a dog friend or a cat friend that hangs with you when you're coloring? Go ahead, lay down. It's okay. We're just doing the color for a little while. That's all. Lay down. Oh, what a good girl. She did it. See? One time I was doing a live color along video, and I said, lay down, and someone else's dog in the middle of the video. Somewhere in, like, I don't know where. nowhere near me, laid down. It was pretty funny. I didn't know, I didn't see it, but you know, I was told. I'm just going to use this with a just a straight yellow color. And I sharpen these pencils in my Bostitch electric pencil sharpener. Here's green. I also sometimes sharpen them with a knife, like an X-Acto blade. I don't recommend that because it can be a little dangerous. So don't do that. Unless you have experience doing that, then it's different. Here is just this kind of like, it's like an olive green, like, you know, like green olives. Now I want green olives. How about you? It's funny how you talk about food and then all of a sudden you want it. This is kind of an apple green color. I'm going to go over that with this just to kind of blend it together. So because they have the same color but different shades, it doesn't necessarily change the color, but it does make it look a little different. Now, as far as the grass, I have this, to me this looks like an emerald green color, and I'm going to just use this on the side because I don't want to get the scratchiness of the point. And that makes a huge difference too. This is a great medium to use if you want to create texture by placing something behind the page. And then I'm going to take this same green that I used for the stems, and I'm going to use that kind of on its side. I mean, a little bit of an angle, but so I'm just coloring along, layering this color on top of it. This page is from my coloring book, Relaxing Frenzy. And all of my coloring books can be found on Amazon. I'm going to go with a little bit of a different color here. This is a little bit a different shade of green for this one right here. I have a series of books that are the Frenzy series, and basically they have the same layout as far as an image like this, and then it has these pieces that go across with the abstract, these areas of abstract. And I think they're a lot of fun to color. I mean, let me know what you think in the comments. And let me know what you think about this medium that we're using today. Is this something that you've used? Are you new to this color? This color? Are you new to the green color? I'm gonna layer this with some yellow now. So this does make a little bit of a change to the color because we're not using the same color. So it does change it up a little bit. Now, the background part I'm going to do with the blue because I feel like that should be the sky. So I'm going to go with this light blue color. I wish these pencils had names on them. Sometimes I thought about taking pencils that don't have names and giving them a name. What about you? Just for, you know, some busy work. A lot of people swatch though. I have some swatch books too. I don't talk about those very much. I'm not really a swatcher. Are you a swatcher for your coloring books? And have you been following the Just Be live color-alongs? I've got live color-alongs happening over on Facebook every Wednesday morning at 10 a.m. And we've been doing it for a few weeks now. And let me know what you think about that. We're having a great time coloring. We're coloring through the book from page 1. And we're taking our time on the pages that we're coloring. Because the goal is to color them so that in the end, you could put them in a frame. And I'm going to do the same. I'm going to put them in a frame. Maybe I'll give them as gifts. But I really think that it's something that we're just taking our time with it. Now this is kind of a periwinkle color. I'm going to go over this area here. Now sometimes when you layer the color, it doesn't have to be a solid 100% coverage of the area, of the entire area. So you could just kind of add the second layer of color to maybe the middle part of the area, not really go over to the edge. I hope that makes sense. And then this way you just kind of get the illusion, or you get the impression that you've gotten some different colors in there. Now I'm going to take these little mosaic things here, these little thingamajigs, and these I'm coloring a solid color, and I'm going to vary the colors that are behind here, I think. You could place a piece of paper over this while you're coloring so that your hand doesn't get chalk on it or pastel on it. I mean, for a couple of reasons. One, to keep your hands clean if you're going to be, if you're not, I'm just going to give this a quick pivot. If you're really if you're really someone that doesn't like to have this on your hands, it doesn't bother me, but I don't want the work that I've done so far to smudge. Now I'm going to take this blue color, which is a really pretty blue, and do the same thing for all of these. Filling in all of these different areas with a variety of different colors. I'm going to pivot around. And I'm not going to layer this section here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get 3 colors in here or 4. I have or 5. I'm sorry, 3 or 4. Do you ever just think to yourself, where is my head, right? About yourself, not about me, right? You don't want to think that about me. Let's do this this orange color. And my goal here is to make sure that the colors are not next to each other. The same colors, right? So this is my 3rd color, and I'm going to, it looks like I'm going to be able to just do a 4th. And we could put, oh, let's put this color. This is a turquoise color. I'm going to leave my divider lines. See these lines that go across right here? I'm going to leave those white. Because I think sometimes white is, you know, it makes it pop. The importance of leaving an area white is just as important as what area you're going to color. All right, I am going to pivot this around a little bit here. And now I'm going to work with this purple color, kind of a fuchsia color. And let me see if I can just go like this. How about that? And I'm just going to give this, these sections here, but I'm going every other to create kind of a pattern going on. And I don't know if this has a light pink in it. I thought it did, but no, it has like a fuchsia. But I'm going to take this gray color and go on top of it. So there's my layer. It's also got a good blend going on. Just gonna pivot back around. Hang on to your hat. Just add a little bit more of this color here. And then again, this gray. And now I am going to add a purple. For these solid lines here, I'm just going to give it a nice solid line. I'm just going to give it a nice solid line going all across there. Back to the purple. So just a nice solid line there. I'm just going to turn this around a little bit so I can get into this section here. And I feel like this might look good with some lime green added to it. Just passing out biscuits when biscuits next to me to dogs. Do you hear all that noise happening? It's just biscuits being passed out. I'm going to give this a lime green color. And I'm not going to do anything to this section here. I'm not going to layer anything. Pivot back around. Now, this top section, I'm thinking red. I mean, can you tell how much I like red? Look at this pencil. It's crazy. I'm going to go this area here. I'm going to do the same type of thing that I did for the other one, for this, the lower section below it. And I'm going to do every other. Pivot back around. Hang on, I gotta give out another biscuit. This is the last biscuit, you guys. Here you go. That's it, girls. All right, now I'm going to take some orange and go in the middle. And I'm going to actually layer the orange on top of my reds also, but not all the way to the edge like we talked about. Pivot again, like we talked about earlier. Now let's see what color would look good at the top. My friend Paisley is watching me. What do you think, Paisley? I'm thinking this color. You like it? She approves. You know, if you're new to these color alongs, they're raw, they're live, I mean, not live, but they're like happening, you know? Life is happening. Life is live is what I mean to say. Life is live around me. My dogs are here, the doorbell could ring, the phone could ring, you know. Anything can happen. The solar panel guy could come and, you know, ask me if I want solar panels on my house. Does that happen to you? That solar panel guy. Right, Scarlett? Yep. All right, now I'm going to take this mint green color. Oh, not that color. We're not going to use that color. Scarlett, you can't start breathing like that. Everybody can hear you. Shh. Stop that, honey. Everybody can hear you breathing like that. Okay, now we have just one more area, this area here, and I think I'm going to go with a yellow right there, this yellow that I used with the flowers, but I'm not going to layer this because, Scarlett, guess why? Sit down, honey. Because it has some of the colors that are right there. Sometimes when I'm doing these videos, when I'm recording a video, if I talk to them, the dogs, I know, you're probably at this point saying, what is going on? Okay. And it's done. So I'm going to call this one complete. What am I going to do with this when I'm done with it? I'm probably just going to spray it with the sealer or fixative. You can get I don't have it in front of me, but sometimes I use a generic unscented hairspray. So thanks so much for watching. And if you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Give this video a thumbs up. And don't forget to hit that bell so that you get notified every time I post a new video. Hey, I'll see you next time. Thanks so much for watching.